morning, besties. Welcome to today's video. Thought I'd come out here and enjoy my breakfast while I sat outside. I wanted to listen to some music today. I've recently just been listening to a lot of podcasts when I go for my walks because I just feel like it just feels good to listen to something that's very thought-provoking and just kind of work through my own thoughts and hearing other people talk about their own experiences and just share what they're going through. And so I haven't really been listening to music as much. Brought my headphones out here, thought I'd listen to some music while I enjoy the outdoors, because soon we're gonna be leaving, which is very sad, and I'm very grateful for this opportunity to be here in such a beautiful area. And I'm ready for the next thing. I'm ready to go on to the next chapter. But since we're going to be leaving here soon, I thought I'd enjoy all that it has to offer, all of the beauty. And I've just been going on my walks lately, and I've been just really soaking everything in, taking deep breaths, closing my eyes, and just like capturing the moment as if like I'm taking a picture, but with my mind. I'm just feeling very grateful, and I just wanted to start off the video by sharing something that I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for this opportunity that I've had. Also, my beat up headphones, they are begging for their life at this point, but they still work. We've had a couple of scares here and there where my headphones just didn't seem like they were gonna work anymore, but they keep working. I'm gonna go work out now, and I'll check in with you guys later. Cheers. I don't know why I did that. I literally went from feeling good this morning and getting ready to work out and everything, and just kind of slowly started detaching where my workout didn't satisfy me. I was trying to scroll on Instagram or TikTok or YouTube, and just none of it satisfied me. I just scrolled and scrolled, but then I exited the app, and I'm thinking about going for a walk, but in my head it doesn't seem like it'll satisfy me. And I'm thinking about, okay, well, what if I take a shower and then I read? That also doesn't sound like it's gonna satisfy me. And it's a weird feeling where it's almost like you feel a little detached and you don't really know what to do to kind of get out of that feeling. It's not necessarily a sad feeling or anything. It's just literally like you feel unconnected. It's such a weird feeling to explain. Could be my period. I feel like every time a new month comes along, I'm like, what's causing me to feel this way? And then my period shows up, and then I'm like, oh, that's right, I am woman. I'm gonna take a shower and just kind of wash this feeling away. Sometimes I like to visualize while I'm taking a shower and pretend that whatever emotion I'm feeling, whatever is going through my mind, is just washing away. So I think I know exactly why I'm feeling this way. I've realized that it kind of sprouted from an email I received recently from a company that wanted to work with me. And this is a pretty big company, and I tried not to get too excited right away when I got it, because I wanted to make sure that I read through everything carefully and just made sure that it was a good fit for me, a good fit for my channel, and that the collaboration would be a good collaboration and they wouldn't try to do me dirty and all that. So I kind of went in with this idea that, wow, this big company wants to work with me, and it seems that they're going to pay good. It kind of made me create this scenario in my head of what I was going to do with this money. I was finally going to get a little bit of breathing room, I guess to say, and I sort of got my hopes up. I responded to them and I asked them some questions, because I obviously want to make sure that this is going to be a good collaboration. I don't just want to do it for the money. I want to make sure that I'm going to be respected. And so I responded, I just asked them questions, and it's been several days and they haven't gotten back to me. And it could be that they're just taking time to think over or to answer my questions, or anything but what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking right now that, oh, they don't want to work with me anymore because I responded. Maybe they just want someone that's quick and easy to work with, someone who's not going to ask questions, someone who's just going to sign the contract. I'm just creating all of these scenarios in my head, and it really sucks, because as much as we want to be above creating these expectations. It happens. I think it's just human nature for it to happen. And you know, we see this thing, we get excited about it, and then it doesn't turn out the way that we've created it in our head, and it just makes us feel bad, right? It's like, for example, at work, if you are expecting a promotion, you kind of get your hopes up, you really think you're gonna get it, then last minute it doesn't work out and now you feel horrible. Or if you have your own company and you're so close to making a sale, but at the end it doesn't happen, right? You get your hopes up because you start thinking about all of these great things that are going to come of this one thing, and then it doesn't happen, and it really sucks. We get our expectations up, but just have to remind myself to not lose hope. Just because this one thing didn't work out, it doesn't mean that other greater things aren't coming. I know that one day the right companies will be working with me. Again, that company might also still work with me. I'm getting too much in my head, and for some reason I'm determining my value based off of this one email. I don't know why, you know, it happens. Also, you know, trying not to let views and the numbers get to me. That's the one thing about being like a content creator, is how mentally draining it can be. Just kind of like trying to not determine your worth off of numbers, but at the same time you kind of have to pay attention to the numbers because that's obviously like this job. And so it just kind of gets to you sometimes, but nonetheless, like, I love creating content, I love connecting with you guys, and I know that I just have to keep pushing through it, and greater things will come for me. I know it and I feel it, and I just have to be patient and not give up on myself. I determine my value, not the numbers, not the emails, not the companies wanting to work with me, wanting to underpay me. I've reached out to several companies, and there have been periods where I'm like, okay, I believe in myself, I'm gonna reach out to these people, and I just keep getting rejection after rejection, and it kind of starts to suck after a while, because you're like, all right, well, everyone over here is telling you to believe in yourself, to do all these things, and here you are doing it, but then nothing comes of it. It just kind of like makes you question, am I just unlucky? Like, am I set to fail? What am I supposed to do? Like, I'm doing everything everyone's telling me, but here I am and nothing's happening. You know, these days, they're inevitable. We're gonna get in our head, and it's okay, but don't ever lose hope. Don't ever stop believing in yourself, guys. I've preached this so many times on this channel, and it might seem like I have it all together, like I'm never gonna have these worries, I'm never thinking this way, but this is why I stay saying, like, I'm not perfect with the things that I say. I am sharing what I'm learning, but these things still happen to me, and I just want to be open and honest with you guys and like have these conversations, because I feel like it's necessary. It's necessary in this life, because on social media, all we see is just the good things for the most part. And you know, now there's this like wave where people are opening up and being more vulnerable, and it feels so good to see all this vulnerability, because it can feel lonely when no one is opening up, when all you're seeing is the good things, the highlight reels. When people open up, when people are vulnerable, when people are brave enough to share their own struggles, their own pains, it just makes you feel less alone. It makes you feel understood, it makes you feel heard, and it just kind of really inspires you, and it makes you feel good, and it kind of restores that hope in you, because you're like, okay, just have to keep going. I just have to be strong and like not lose the faith that good things are going to come for me. So anyway, see, now that I've opened up, it just feels so much better. So last night for dinner, I made carne with verduras, or like meat with vegetables and a little bit of caldito, and that's so good. We had some leftovers, so I decided to make myself some tacos this morning. Let's go enjoy my lunch. So I wasn't gonna go for a hot girl walk today, but I kind of still want to like get out and go for a little bit of a walk. And I remembered I wanted to go check the mailbox today. We pick up the mail for like the homeowners since we've been here for a while. I mean, it's not a big deal. I actually kind of like walking over there, so thought I would just go do that today instead of like a full-fledged hot girl walk, and just get out for a little bit because I want to like be out in the fresh air. I am here with my father again, and we are currently headed to the Santa Cruz area because we are going to be visiting this mystery house called the Mystery Spot, and it's kind of like a house of illusion sort of thing where it tricks the eye, and we're very excited to go to it. However, as you can see, out of the entire time that we've been out here in California, it has not rained a single time, but today it is pouring. We'll see if we even get to go in, but hopefully we do, fingers crossed. It would be fun to be out in the woods when it's raining. What's extra spooky about the mystery spot is if you've ever seen Us, they live in the woods. If you haven't seen Us, you should totally see it. Totally a mind twister. We are currently driving through the woods. This is beautiful. So, quick fun fact, compasses don't work at the mystery spot. Like, if you're holding a compass, north becomes south, south becomes north, east becomes west, west becomes east, and my GPS says we were only 1 mile away, and we just passed a sign that said 2 miles to the mystery spot. So that in itself is a mystery, and I have questions. Ooh, spooky! Look at that. Where are they taking them? This is so cool. This is so cool.
And they're big.
Internet does not work.
It's a 2-lane road. I don't see the 2 lanes.
If we go missing, this is our location. I have no internet. These are redwood trees. They're kind of small.
Do we need an umbrella?
Yes. So everyone else has an umbrella. Not my father just leaving me behind. This is so cool. This place is so cool. Cool, I see it right here.
Now, the second thing we noticed was that their compasses would give wrong readings. So see, as they would step into the mystery spot, they'd only be off about 3 degrees. But as they got to the complete center, they become an entire 180.
Captain, back up.
Okay, so stand on the pieces of the wood like they did.
Back up.
Alright, now, fight. Now, you can see that her eye line is about at the top of her shoulder, not the other piece. See that her eye line goes and comes about at her. If you throw a button, you just make how you feel. I'll see her up there. So, does anyone notice anything a bit weird about me? Yeah, I'm leaning about 11 degrees, much more than the 3-degree lead you guys experienced down there. Now, you guys can turn 90 degrees to your right, like so, down the hill. A lot of you older men will notice something that you haven't noticed since college. You can see your feet. Now, you guys can turn 180 degrees up the hill, like so. You guys will notice that your feet will disappear, just like my father. Now, when I get to this part of the tour, I usually like to meditate. You see the trees, it's always so serene. So you guys can join me in some brief meditation. Get everyone close their eyes, slightly lean forward, slightly put your hands behind your back. You guys will notice something. You guys will notice that you have been hit by some stupid criminals. Now, as in my head, thriller of a joke, you guys can just beat it. Now, I'd like to demonstrate the forces of the mystery spot. To do that, I need to use a very, very special tool. And it is very, very special. So I will need a very special reaction for a wall. And we'll practice that now. It'll be, followed by an even more amazing, okay. Alright, great. I think we're ready for this. Alright, folks, this is the board of mysteries. This bubble is in the middle, meaning that this board is level, right. Now, get like so, place it on the board and simply pull it into the cabin. There's a notice that the ball simply falls out. I'll do it one more time, you guys. I'll show you that
This is voodoo.
Like I'm leaning? It feels like I'm leaning.
How do you take them?
Hey, come together.
The zoom out?
Yeah.
Right here, look at me. Yeah.
everyone in. I gotta explain about 2 things to you before I let you pull this cabin.
Are you standing straight?
Yeah.
moment, I'll let you all explore this cabin for about 8 minutes or so. But I gotta explain two things first. Number one, this table here is about the best spot in the cabin to take pictures. You can order cool poses like Superman, or the Titanic, whichever one you want. But please, if you are going to use this table, please come up using the stairs, or using the steps rather, and please also come down using the steps. Do not jump off while you're still standing on the table. Do not land where you expect you will be. I did last one who jumped from here, and he went out the window. Now, second thing, there's a 32-pound lead ball in the next room. That is a pendulum. Please do not lick it. You will become dumb enough to work here. And mind you, it is 32 pounds, so please do not hit yourself in the head with it. Now, be safe, ladies and gentlemen, and enjoy the cabin.
I'm really dizzy. I need to do this side. Stay there like that. Stay like that.
This is confusing me. I feel like I'm like leaning forward.
That's you stack both your feet together. I might have to walk out.
Yeah. Oh my god, I feel like I'm like the house is moving.
Oh man, I
You keep going.
You don't feel like, oh my god, you do fall. Don't touch it.
I'm so scared. It's okay, you can feel like it can be.
I got you, girl.
Okay. Oh my god, what the heck?
It's so weird. Evie. Oh my god. I can't move. Like where you were and then you're set.
This is so weird. Oh my god, and then to add the fact that it's wet.
I know.
You want to try it?
I can't see that.
You want me to fall?
What the heck? That looks like it's like
Go ahead. Go ahead. You're welcome.
It's kind of messing with me too. Hey, come here, babe.
right here.
Look at that. It's crazy. It's crazy because this is leaning that way.
Right.
You're leaning that way.
I know. I feel like if I let go, I'm gonna fall.
Are you dizzy?
Yes. Oh my god, I'm so dizzy.
All right, let me get to that flat ground over there.
I feel like I'm fighting for my life.
It's raining than I thought it was gonna be today.
Didn't listen to your mama.
Yeah.
Who thinks that this side is higher? Yeah, who thinks this side is higher?
I don't.
What about this side? Who thinks it's just level? Level. Now, I have a volunteer who's about 6 foot tall. Come on down. Stand right here. I need someone who's about 5'10". 5'10", come on down. Stand right here. Come on. Stand right there. I need someone who's about 5'8". Oh, stand right next to me. Squeeze it. Alright, anybody who's about 5'6". Alright, I need someone who's about 5'4". Come on, understand right there. Alright, folks, you will see that we have created our human Wi-Fi signal. Yeah! I do this because I'm sponsored by AT&T, but do not check your phones, you will not have service. Now, you clearly see that this man is the tallest and this man is the shortest out of the 5. And mind you, he is on the lower side and she is on the higher side. Now, if you, sir, and you ma'am were to switch places, please. And then you, sir, and you ma'am were to switch places. And then you, sir, with the most important of all, you spin in a circle, please. Okay, great. Now, you see that they are all now about the same height. You know, these two are walking down to different roads. But these two are walking uphill because you're strong. You don't need to buy those extra things that gets worth $9 But now, before I let you all go, I need to do balancing tests. Number 1, place your hand like so. Place your hand like so. Focus on this piece of wood right here and bend at the waist to about 90 degrees. And that is a bow. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
We are back in the car, and that place was really cool. Let me tell you, at the beginning, I was a little skeptical because I'm like, it's like, I could tell that it's an illusion. But once we got inside the house, that's where it got trippy. We were like slipping and sliding. Everyone was like begging for their lives. And to add on top of that, it was wet. So we were like slipping and sliding. Also, these girls that we met in there, they were so nice. They were like, I got you, girl. And that's so kind of them. If they're watching, I mean, the chances of them watching are pretty slim, but if they're watching, hey, you guys are cool and we should be friends. Yeah, now we're gonna head out. It was a pretty cool spot and I think it's very much worth it. It's 10 bucks. It's like 30 minutes, 20 minutes, not that long. Very short, but fun little experience and I recommend it. Now we're all wet.
Want rain?
Yeah,
Got rain.
I was begging for rain, but was not expecting this much rain. Also, they give us a bumper sticker right at the end for free. We are back home now, and guys, I've been keeping my fingers crossed that it would rain while we were out here, and it's finally raining. So I'm gonna go outside here at the back and